Are we recording? Okay. I'm joking. I didn't. There's no one behind the fucking screen. I just talked to myself there. Alright, anyways, what's up, you little gangsters? Today we're going to be talking about the history of the stock market. You know, we're going to be going into the past. We're going to be deep diving into what fucking created the stock market, its past. You know, everyone has a past. In my past life, I was probably a SoundCloud rapper.
That's a sad act.
We got a sad life. We got no life. We got no friends. Hey.
And let's get into the video. Hopefully I'm recording, because last time I filmed a 20-minute video with me not recording the whole thing because I'm a fucking idiot. But yeah, let's get into it. So let's go all the way back to the lands of hunters and gatherers, and even a little bit after that, I would say, when people started trading with each other. Like, the first versions of the stock market originated from the merchants, the normal everyday merchants who went out of their way to buy different commodities, goods, products, and then they profited off of the price inefficiencies and the price fluctuations of these commodities, and that's how they made their money. This was the first form of the stock market, I would say. This is the most rawest form of it, where normal everyday merchants just trade goods and services.
Hey, yo!
Alright, let's move on to the 1600s, man. Let's go. So basically, in the 1600s, the Dutch Empire was the fucking ruler of the entire world, man. They had everything going for themselves. They had the strongest economy, the strongest exports, trading systems, everything. And then they eventually thought of this amazing, revolutionizing system of, hey, we need money to fund our exploration and trade across the seas. Why not let the people help fund it? And so they created the first versions of basically the stock market through the Dutch East India Company. So they basically allowed people to invest in the Dutch East India Company, allowing them to share in the rewards of the exploration and the trade. And it was a pretty fucking revolutionizing system, to be honest with you. But it wasn't refined. It was barbaric, you know, it was rustic, you know what I'm saying? It needed a little bit of a fix-up. Now, fast forward a couple centuries later, we're in the US now. Boom, we just spawned, we just teleported, and now we're in the US. And during this time, during the late 1700s, before like 1790s and all that stuff, it was very bad when it came to trading different assets and securities and companies. It was very unregulated, even more unregulated than OTC markets. It was unregulated, okay? People were trading anywhere and everywhere. In the brothels, in the back alleys of streets, anywhere you can find another person, anywhere there's a ground, they're going to be trading there. It almost looked like a little bit of a drug deal, you know? People were confused, like, are you guys trading drugs, or are you guys trading commodities and assets? It came to a point where everything was very chaotic in the security markets and so unregulated that 24 different brokers came together under a buttonwood tree to sign the Buttonwood Agreement. And this is basically what it says. The Buttonwood Agreement, signed in 1972, is basically the foundation of any stock exchange in modern times. It's literally the foundation of the New York Stock Exchange, and that's pretty much the most famous exchange in the world. And the basic function of the Buttonwood Agreement was basically to make it much more regulated and allow it to be much more safer, so people, normal everyday consumers, could get into it. Because back then, before the Buttonwood Agreement, it was like scams. People thought they were gambling. Some people are still gambling these days, so I mean, there's no difference. But yeah, it was definitely much more sketchy back then. So this agreement helped officialize it in the eyes of the people and of the city and the nation, and helped promote trading in the world. But it wasn't that famous. It took a couple years until it became this grandiose stock exchange, stock market we know today, and then we know in movies. But it was definitely the foundation. It's kind of funny, really, just thinking 24 guys under a tree. You know, I don't know what they're doing under the tree. They can be doing anything under the tree. I don't know how 24 guys can fit under that type of tree. Actually, it might be a big fucking tree. I'm going on a rant, aren't I? But yeah, it's pretty funny that 24 guys and a paragraph statement spawned the entire stock market we know today. That's pretty crazy. It's pretty awesome as well. I also want to go into why the stock market is so important in today's society. The stock market allows for a deeper connection between the different classes in society. The wealthy elites and the corporations and the normal consumers and everyday consumers like me and you. It bridges that gap and helps connect us in a way where when those big corporations achieve and make grandiose innovation, we share in that success. We share in that feeling of success. And it's awesome because when they succeed, they make money, we make money too. That's the main point of the stock market. It promotes innovation. It promotes growth in a society and in a country, and it's very crucial for any developing country to have. If you don't have a stock exchange, if you don't have a stock market, your country's going to grow much slower, because if the people aren't connected or connecting with the innovation that's happening, it's going to very much slow down. And the stock market allows that. It allows both funding into these corporations, to these companies, to allow them to innovate, and it allows for us to share in the rewards when they do. And so yeah, that's basically it, guys. Thanks for watching the video. Hopefully you guys like this new lighting and camera. I think it's a very nice camera. But yeah, we good, man. You guys know the history of the stock market now, and I'm gonna go smoke some more cocaine, because that's what I look like right now. I look like I just smoked a bunch of cocaine.